What's up, you guys? Welcome to another vlog. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and we're somewhere different, by a bridge. But we're not going that way, actually. That's the way I came. But yeah, this is in England, and there's these cool little staircases along the way. We're heading this way, so it's a lot less wooded than, where I usually walk for these things. But there's some cool stuff. I figured I'd start it here. Sorry if it's shaky. But yeah, I just kind of like how you could see like the backyards of people's places. It kind of reminds me of like little hobbit homes. I don't want to show it too much though. But look at it. It's nice. I think further up this way there's more fields and things. Because we came this way, I don't know, about a week ago I walked over here. Sorry once again if it's shaky. I haven't done this in forever. Look at another little thing. It just leads straight into somebody's yard. Or they wouldn't call it a yard. I think they call it a garden. Which is weird. As an American, you know. But yeah, like you could just see people's houses. I don't want to show all of it though. You can kind of see fields in the distance there. We'll come up on it a little bit. But I guess that's why I chose to walk this way. I could have gone two ways on this path. As most paths, you can go either way. What a stupid thing to say. But yeah, it's pretty quiet now. It's a Wednesday, I think. Is it? I don't know what day it is. And yeah, so I'm just trying to kill time because my girlfriend's working. Dog's barking. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. This trail goes forever in between all kinds of different towns. I think there's more bridges and stuff if I went the other way. Maybe one day. We'll see. So yeah, I've been here about 3 weeks or something. I know school just started back up for a lot of people, so that's why it's kind of empty right now, which that's kind of what I like about it. Because the other day when we walked here, there was people and dogs and everything. And I don't want to film any of that because I don't know if you have to get consent from people. Well, yeah, there we go. Well, in a little bit. See, kind of. The sun's probably blocking it. There's cows out there. I don't think that helped the situation. Either way, whatever. I think there's a better opening over this way. Yeah, I haven't been the other way on this path. It's probably about 2 or 3 miles behind me. But I know it was more wooded and stuff, but that was the last trip. In 2020, I walked over that way. Yeah, there's some more houses and stuff. I don't know, I think this stuff's kind of neat. Like, you don't get a view like this anywhere where I'm at, anywhere I've been in the U.S. I mean, I know it's just kind of... If you ever buy Yorkshire tea or any kind of like weird butter that always shows stuff like this on the packaging, it's just weird seeing it in real life. I mean, like, oh, wow, it's not just some weird marketing thing. Like, even over, I don't know if you could see, I think there's a better view of the left-hand side, further up ahead. And obviously, if you're from England, none of this really matters. There's sheep way out there. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna focus really. But those are sheep. And a soccer goal. Football. Some random bird just flew. Sorry, I keep checking behind me because you never know. People ride their bikes a lot here. Cycling is a big thing. And for some reason, you don't hear them when you're walking until they're right up behind you. I don't know how you mute a bicycle, but that's what it seems like. Or maybe my hearing just sucks. So yeah, not really the most exciting since it's just a gravel path, but yeah, it's just this view that I kind of like. And the fact that a little bit back that way, there was people's backyards. I think further up this way there is a bridge, but I think it's about a mile ahead or something. There's a squirrel up there somewhere. I hear him. There he is. You see him? Where'd he go? I think he jumped trees. I don't know. I can't see him. I got my paranoid focus, which basically is no focus. Which is stupid because it's pretty empty all around me. Lots of horse poop too. We did see like 3 horses in a row the other day. And there were some fine looking horses. No, I don't know. I don't know anything about horses. But we went to an animal show thing too. Saw some there. It's kind of crazy. We also saw birds. And the guy made a joke about Americans. He's like, do we have any Americans here? And of course, me, I would not admit to that at all. That's like saying, yeah, I'm the enemy. There you go. A little bit more of an opening. I don't see any of those wind farm things. It's a nice day too. Very unusual. The past 2 days it's been raining, you know, English weather, as they say. At least I think that's what we say of it. But it is true. It's usually like a perpetual gray cloud. A dark gray too, almost like you would see before a thunderstorm, but it doesn't storm. It's weird. Well, yeah, I was recording some Resident Evil 2 on Xbox because while I'm here, I have access to an Xbox. So I was trying to think of some stuff. I got to edit it and stuff and go over the commentary again. And I also did Perfect Dark on Xbox, well, the 360 version. Xbox Live or whatever. Another opening. Yeah, it took like 3 days of playing it to finally get used to the controls on that thing. But then I was able to pretty much do what I already did in my N64 Let's Play. So I might just throw that up too at some point. And then of course there's Metroid Dread coming out, but I think I'm going to be a little bit late to that. So that's, jeez. Crazy bird, I missed it. I guess I scared him. More sheep in the distance that you can't see, probably. It's weird, too, when you take a bus from London up to the north, which is where I am. Eventually, that's all you see on either side of you. It's just fields like that, which is weird to me because how old is England? It's ancient. But yet, I don't know where the people are. I mean, like, you see them, of course. There's some weird little bridge thing. Kind of more of a view. Sorry, just kind of whipping things around. I'm trying not to show signs, really, either. Because I don't really want to reveal exactly where I am. Not that, you know, anything would happen, but... did we go this way? Like, obviously, the main path just goes that way. I think we took this before, so I'm going to do it again. It's kind of more of back in Georgia, you know. Just got to watch out for nettles. Every now and then you see one of them. Sorry for the shaky camera again. Yeah, if I had gone the other way, there's a lot of paths like this, and it brings you right up close and personal with some sheep. I could show you a picture from last trip, maybe, of sheep I took. Yeah, since it was raining the last 2 days, it's kind of all wet here. Not too bad though. But yeah, I know what it is kind of about the people thing, going back to that. Um, I think like in all of Europe, basically. I don't know if you classify the UK as Europe exactly, but you know, a lot of the houses are like right on top of each other in that old fashioned style. I forget the name of it. It's not Tudor, is it? I forget, but yeah, you don't realize, like where I'm staying, it seems like a small little town that would, like in the US, it would just be like, oh yeah, that's like a deadbeat town, there's nothing there. But it's not, because we went to like a local animal show and the thing was packed. It was like a music festival. I don't know where I'm going, but I know that this does connect again. I guess this is the more overgrown part of it I was thinking of. Whatever. Yeah, we did go to a music festival at the beginning of September. We went to Slam Dunk in Leeds. It's like a punk slash emo music festival. I never really got into the emo thing. But I mean, like Alkaline Trio, they were at the end. Like we left in the middle because we had to catch the last train or something. Nice. I don't know how to go about that. I don't remember this going on for that long. Maybe I should turn around. Either way, we'll just keep going. Yeah, so I missed NoFX because they were going to be part of that festival, and I missed them because the band started running late, and yeah, the buses don't run the whole time, so we had to leave to catch the last bus. And so towards the end, I couldn't even really enjoy Alkaline Trio because I was too paranoid about what happens if we miss the last bus and we have to pay for a taxi. Like, that would be insane, how much that would cost. Yeah, this just goes on. I thought it curved immediately back up to the right. Maybe this is what happens when you're not used to a path. Just sitting around the house, we've been watching random YouTube videos and somehow got suckered into, or sucked into, not really suckered, stuff about Mennonites and Amish. It's just kind of interesting seeing, I don't know, it was so weird because the one guy, you know, you think the Amish, you think the horse and buggy, they never do anything technology related. But this guy had a huge house. It wasn't furnished with any electronics or anything. Sorry, I was looking behind me. I thought I heard a bike coming up. I don't know what it was. But yeah, his house was huge and his yard was even nicer. It was like the perfect yard. I was like, man, how the heck are the Amish dudes living better than we're living? But that's the thing. They were also saying that every now and then for like 2 weeks at a time, they take in people from the outside who they call English. Like even if you were from Pakistan, they'll call you English. Because you're just of the outside, not part of the whole Amish thing or Mennonite, whatever it is. And they say they hear from the people that stayed with them, and you know, over the 2 weeks that they stayed, they started off glued to their phones or their gaming things. And then over time, they kind of saw how the Amish lived and kind of liked it, you know, like sitting outside by a fire, just talking. And they say if they hear back from them after the 2 weeks or whatever, they say that they kind of missed it. But of course, those people just go back to falling into their old ways of life with the electronics and everything. I could never do it. I'm too obsessed with all kinds of different electronics. Like I couldn't imagine life without it. It's just like been a farm over this way the whole time. And we're back. It's funny when you're walking by yourself, things seem like they take longer. Oh, that's something else I could talk about with the whole being an American in England thing. But first, I have to do my paranoid scan. I think it's still pretty empty. Yeah, so we're coming up to some gate thing. And had I kept going, we would have been more of the same, I guess. I don't even know what town we're in at this point. It might still be the other one that we started in, but I don't remember what's over here. I think we're close to the bridge. So I'll just see you after this, because I don't know if I'm gonna like accidentally film somebody or something. All right, we're back. Some kind of a random view, a little overgrown. Some benches and stuff to sit on. But yeah, I just walked up this crazy little wooden staircase. It's just crazy to me how a country so old could still have so much green stuff in it. I mean, yeah, it is just one little spot that I'm standing on, but... And I know it obviously is smaller than the US, but I don't think that's a bad thing, really. I don't watch my step here. Some of these things are not as well maintained, I guess. But I like it, though. So that's where we came from, just kind of more of the same. We are trying not to make you dizzy. Going this way. Should be very close to the bridge. I've been seeing a lot more people, though, going by on cycles and stuff, which makes me wonder if I'm coming up on like another junction thing where you can get on the path, you know? I like stuff like this. It kind of reminds me of home, like where I grew up in New Jersey. Which, man, when you think about that, the founding fathers kind of look more like idiots, don't they? I mean, they certainly have some things to say about them here. We're basically the outcast that ran away. But it's like, okay, there's Jersey, places like Oxford. I don't know, just like, why did they name everything New Jersey? Like, are they really not that creative? But yeah, anyway, the point was, when it's tree covered on both sides and you get like the paths or like the little sunspots on the road or path, whatever it is. I like that stuff. Yeah, I see the bridge up ahead. But yeah, to finish what I was saying before about being an American in the UK, I mean, you hear stories where, I mean, I've heard people say you can easily pinpoint an American tourist. Like if you're out to eat, like there are going to be the loud ones, the ones snapping their fingers or clapping their hands, trying to call over a waiter or something. Like I've never even done that back home. And I certainly, like, I'm not the personality type to ever do that. I'm the type that tries to blend in and not call attention to myself. Which I guess when you have a YouTube channel, it's kind of stupid. Almost sounds hypocritical in a way. But yeah, I would never do that. So yeah, you just make observations immediately. Like one thing I've noticed, the clothing here is a lot tighter and pants seem to end just before the ankles. So almost everybody has their ankles showing at all times. It's just like a weird observation, but it makes you self-conscious then when you have like normal American jeans on, you know? Like typically when I wear jeans, I make sure, ever since I was a kid, I was paranoid about, will they cover the top part of my shoe? Some more stuff. I think the view up ahead is probably going to have bridge gating, so I'm not sure how good it's going to be. But yeah, like I never wanted the tongue of the shoe to be shown. That was like a 90s style, right? The baggy jeans. Jenko, remember those? So it was super important to always make sure the top part of your shoe and the back part was covered by your pants or your trousers, because pants is underwear here, specifically women's underwear, I think. Maybe not, maybe it's all of them. I'm constantly finding stuff that has a different term here. It's weird to share the same language but call things different stuff. Like eggplant is aubergine or something. There's a thing, I know we went down there, it's crazy. I don't think I could hold this and walk down that thing. But it just leads to the bottom of this bridge that's right here. And yeah, this is as far as we went the other day. It's not as much to film as I thought. I see a sign up ahead that seems to be welcoming you to a new town. So I think I walked through 2 or 3 towns just now from where I started, but I didn't start doing this till way later. But yeah, zucchini is called something else here too, like courgette. Like, I don't know, I remember seeing that. I bought one of those old El Paso enchilada kits, same as I can back home. And it's asking for one of those things. I'm like, what the heck is that? And then I was looking at it, I was like, oh, it's a zucchini. Well, yeah. Not really. Well, I guess I could kind of squeeze through the bars. Not too much to see on this side, but still something. Better than Georgia. At least that trail I always go to. I mean, oh, there's a lot of spider webs here. Hang on. Ooh. Yeah, just kind of more of the same fields and stuff. But again, though, take a picture, put it on a Yorkshire tea box, and it would sell. Although they like to get the animals and stuff. So yeah, I could keep going that way, but I gotta walk all the way back still, which... There's a little, see that little thing down there in the bottom left? I'd like to be there. I think it's somebody's yard, garden, whatever. So back the way we came. Nothing really to see, but yeah, I guess to finish my thoughts, I don't know how much energy I got in me to try to get back to where I started and go the other way, because I know there was some more fields and stuff. Then again, you see one field, I think you've seen them all. Not really, but yeah. I don't know, England's kind of interesting. Since when I flew here, I always have to land in the south just because of the way the flight schedules are with the virus and everything going around. So then I'm forced to take all the buses for like 5 hours up to the north part where I wanted to land. And it's just an interesting view. You just see brown. Everything is brown. I talk about it all the time. It's to the point that it drives people crazy. Oh, I like these things too. These little rock walls, stone walls rather. Lots of that you can see around too. I think the best was the last trip when we went to that castle. There was so much stuff like that and animals everywhere. We still have tickets to go see some wildlife thing too. We got to use them soon. I mean, I'll take pictures, but probably not going to do a video or anything. But yeah, to finish my American thing. So we've been to a mall a few times because it's kind of like a nice hub for a lot of food places and stuff. And yeah, obviously I do my people observing there, and I see what everybody's wearing. And I just immediately get the thing like, I don't look like that, I gotta fix it, you know? So immediately in my head, I kind of have the teenage thing where you're like, I gotta buy new pants so I look like these people and I don't stand out. Blend in as much as possible, you know? Even like when people come by and ask you what you want to eat in a restaurant, I try to minimize my words in the hopes that they can't detect my accent, which is so stupid because they can hear from the very first word that I sound from somewhere else. It's just Americans get such a bad rap, you know? Rightfully so, I guess, but I guess it's weird when, like, it's the same way, like the state I live in, Georgia. People here first hear about me and hear that I live in Georgia. So immediately that puts into somebody's head, oh, you're a Southerner from the United States. And like, what is the stereotype of the South? I'm like, no, I'm from New Jersey. You know, like, you get like defensive about it the same way anybody would from wherever you live. You know, every town has a stereotype. It's like, oh, that's where, you know, the dirty people live or something, which is so stupid, but like poor versus rich or whatever. I don't even know what I'm getting at there, but yeah. I guess it's just all hoping to not look like an idiot wherever you are. Not that there's anything wrong with being from Georgia. I'm sure it's a fine state, but my 10 years of experience there have sucked for the most part, so... And I hate the weather. It's too hot. There's those stairs again. So yeah, it's nice here. It's like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, like 13 or something. Maybe a little less. And the sun doesn't kill you the way it does in the south of the US, which, I mean, obviously you're closer to the equator. But this is kind of more like back home weather. That's why I like New Jersey, because you get all 4 seasons for a decent duration. Like, it's well divided. Whereas if you live in the South, it's summer for like 10 of the 12 months. Like, you're lucky if you get even a week of spring or fall. I think there's some cycling people coming up behind me in a bit. Maybe they're just walking. I don't know. Like the Christopher Walken video, the Fatboy Slim song. The song's not even really good, but the video's funny. But anyway, what else? It's all stuff that could be commentary over video game videos. But then again, I always wonder, wouldn't it be more interesting to have a real life video talking about stuff instead of over a video game? Like, I feel like it's just once again going full circle back to that conflict of interests thing, mixed audience and stuff. But that's another thing. We were watching a channel called Ghost Town Living. It's some guy, I think his name is Brian. I don't know his last name. But he bought a town, an abandoned town, and he's fixing it up. And he goes mining every day and turns these certain rocks that he finds into silver. That's just one of the things. And I'm just like, man, this stuff is crazy. Like, what people do in their time on this planet is just insane. Like, how can you not think of that? You just waste your time playing video games and stuff. All right, I'm going to put you down. There's some cycling people coming. English brown, man. I think this is before I started filming this area, but it's kind of neat looking. I don't know where that goes. Somewhere overgrown. But we are going this way. There's somebody up ahead. Hopefully you can't really see them. Walking a German Shepherd. I got some nice dogs here. I think if I were to ever live here, first thing would be to get a dog. Then maybe a bicycle. It seems like those are the 2 things. And the ankle showing jeans. What a stupid way of looking at things. But yeah. I haven't been walking slow, so yeah, I have a feeling this is gonna be all over the place. Shaky camera or whatever. Still using my phone, which still the battery life is terrible. Anyway. So the whole point of this 2 months break is to try to be here and figure out what the heck I'm doing with life in general, not just YouTube. And I'm not very good at it. Like, I don't know what to think about anything. Like, could I ever live here? I don't know. This is that path that I walked on. I could go back to it, I suppose. Or we could take the main way. Yeah, it seems like any more stuff happens and I am totally blank-minded about it. Am I supposed to have a reaction or a thought? I don't. It's kind of like, I'm here. Wait, what? I think this is the entrance part to that path. Which means it took me all kinds of... It was definitely longer walking that thing than what we just did. I don't know. I guess it makes sense in some way. Dang it, somebody's coming. It happens. The rest of this is just going to be railway, so it's like the end of the scenic stuff. So yeah, this is why I didn't start recording at the start of everything, because it's just a railway. It's on rails walk. Nothing really going on. It's also really windy and noisy. At least it was back there. I think it's kind of quieted down. But this is also where it seems like a lot of people are. So I don't know how long I could keep this going. But yeah, I'm supposed to be thinking about stuff like, could I ever live in England? That's like the big decision I have to be thinking about right now. The thing is, if and when I ever did move here, I know that's exactly when something bad would happen back home, like family emergency or whatever. And obviously then you just get the first flight you can. But I don't know. There are some comforts back home that I miss. There's like a lot of this green stuff. I mean, just go back to like Pennsylvania, New Jersey and stuff. I feel like the New England region, although very overpopulated, is the place to be in the US. Can pretty much take or leave the rest of it. Although I haven't really been everywhere, so I can't say that. But somewhere's home to everybody, you know? And that's what's weird, all this stuff about being like, oh yeah, I'm not from Georgia, I'm from New Jersey. It's like, what does it even matter at this point? Because, yeah, life has definitely changed. Like, you would have talked to me when I was like 6 years old, or like sitting in the middle of 7th grade or something, being like, oh yeah, one day you're going to be walking around England and you're going to have a YouTube channel. I was like, what? That's weird. I would have never foresaw that in a million years. It's weird the number of like sayings and things that make sense. The more experience you get under your belt, just like the more days you live. Like you can understand the dictionary definition of something or why a saying exists, but you don't really understand it until you live it. I can't think of an example. Well, you don't know what you got till it's gone. That's one. But that's of no reference to anything I'm talking about now. All right, I think I'm going to end this now. I started going the other way, but I'm going to head back. But yeah, just figured I'd do a little vlog while I'm here. Something new to look at instead of the same old trail. And yeah, it's nice to get out. It's nice to be away, thinking about other things, building up commentary ideas. I mean, I guess that's another reason for the break, because it has been getting tough to do that. But we'll see what happens when I get back. Still got a month or so to go. A little more than a month, I think. And anything can happen between now and then with all the rules and crap, but I think everything will be okay. And I'll be a little bit late starting Metroid Dread, unfortunately. But on that note, I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but I want to. Nintendo Capri Sun started up Metroid Zero Mission. Wonder if he's doing Metroid Dread too after that. But that's pretty cool. I want to check that out. Because I know he was watching me when I was doing Zero Mission. Was that a year ago or something? I don't know. So yeah, that's coming up. And like I said, I'm still going to try to at least get footage, if I can't do commentary or whatever, of some Xbox stuff while I'm here. But we shall see. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in about a month or so. Take care.